Hello everybody. I'm reading today from Sister Gwen's book, In the Beginning, which is a devotional on the book of Genesis. I really love this devotional because it introduces me to the book of Genesis, and my teachers always told me that if you know and understand the book of Genesis, you'll understand the whole Bible. So I'm going to begin with this reading in March the 1st. When you feel like you've lost the presence of God, go back to where you last talked to Him. And our scripture reading is from Genesis 13, verses 1 to 4. And Abraham went up out of Egypt, he and his wife, and all that they had, and Lot with him into the south. And he went on his journeys from the south, even to Bethel, unto the place where his tent had been at the beginning, unto the place of the altar, which he had made there at the first. And Abraham called there on the name of the Lord. Abraham knew he had made a terrible blunder in Egypt. His heart was heavy as Pharaoh's army escorted him out of the country. It is an embarrassing thing to be banished from a nation. But Egypt wasn't the land that God had promised to give Abraham. We always get into trouble when we go to places of our own choosing and not where God has sent us. We never read that Abraham built an altar in Egypt. The presence of the Lord was not with him anymore. He felt so alone. Even Sarah had been taken from him until God, by a miracle, released her. He must have breathed a sigh of relief as Pharaoh's soldiers bade him goodbye and turned back to Egypt, leaving him to travel on by himself. He was desperate to feel that wonderful presence of God again. Have you ever felt that God has forsaken you? Have you ever come to the place in your life when you just do not feel His presence anymore? He feels so far away. It's an awful feeling. But the closer Abraham got to the land of promise, the better he felt. He could hardly wait until he would arrive at the place where he had built his last altar and talked to God. And as they returned to Bethel, to the exact place where he had built the last altar before he had gone to the Negev and from there to Egypt, Abraham was feeling grieved in his spirit because of what had happened in Egypt. He needed another meeting with God. When you go through an experience that has made you feel terrible, because you think you've failed the Lord and you are ashamed of yourself and the foolish things you have done, and the devil comes and accuses you and tells you how bad you are, that you are a failure, and God can never forgive you or use you again, then hurry back to Bethel. Hurry back to the place where you last built an altar and where you last talked to God. He will comfort you and renew your joy of salvation, and the peace of God will come back to your soul. You will find Him waiting for you just where you left Him. And with arms open wide, He will pardon you. It is no secret what God can do, goes the song from Stuart Hamblin. That's our reading for today, folks. Thank you so much for reading with us. Remember, you can get this wonderful devotional from our bookstore. It's called In the Beginning, and the details are on the screen. God bless you. Thank you.